Today it's Saturday, December 14, 2024. That's the BWA, and this is the intake manifold. What I'm planning to do here: intake manifold, the two fuel rails, the spacers for the injectors, the spacer here, the adapter for the throttle, alright, the blocks for the direct injection injectors, the block here for the high pressure pump, and the block for the vacuum pump. You're gonna end up inside of this box, return back to the customer. Alright, then they send me this valve, oil pressure fix, that says here. This one is gonna be nice to have this valve before I close the oil pan, before I mount the oil pump and oil pan. Alright, because now if I have to install this, I have to take it out again. I'm talking about this valve. I mentioned this is replacing the valve that's anodized, that has the coat and comes away, not in this case on the old one. That's what it is. So to install this, like I said, I have to open again, clean the sealant, and do all the job again. It's not gonna happen. From what they told me from the office, they said to me from the office, do not install it and do not install this manifold. I said, okay. I'm happy actually that I'm not gonna install this manifold, because I doubt we're gonna have a happy end, but that's me. Then high pressure pump, high pressure injectors here, all right, need to be installed back. Yeah, let me get rid of the intake manifold, put it outside, put in the box and then outside, and then continue. Intake manifold, the valve, and the 1750 injectors inside of this box. To be honest, I don't know why they're not using the 1750 to keep the direct injection for idling working all the way actually, and this only when it comes to boost. It depends the load on the boost of the RPMs, but I'm not a tuner after all. Me, I'm gonna use the big injectors, but it's all about tuning, right? Yeah. Back inside of the engine room. Let's clean the intake manifold, clean also the fuel rail, and let's come back again inside. I'm gonna remove what I have done here. Okay, the get absolute from here. I don't know what's going on with this fitting, to be honest. Yeah, it's something. It's accessible after the installation. It can stay. All right. Map sensor with integrated temperature sensor. This both needs to come out. All right. Let's clean this. And that's how it looks like, the intake manifold. I just clean a couple of high spots here and remove a little bit the powder coating around to be nice and flush. There was a little bit overspray here. I clean it. It's still a little bit here, but it's not gonna affect anything. There was something like a epoxy here, but I clean it. Fine. Alright, the most important thing, the seal, the big seal that comes here, it's beautiful. It's nice, it's round. No headache for that. Let's put it back together. The manifold, it does have any run out, and the seals, they will gonna seal perfectly. You see the distance here. It's not being flushed, the seals. That's beautiful. There is no run out on the flange here, there is no run out here or on the throttle here, and the seal for the throttle. My point is that's not flush the seal. It's how it's supposed to be. That's amazing. It's always welcome. Let's see now the intake manifold. Installed, back in place, alright. A fuel rail with the high pressure injectors in place. It's gonna be nice if we had a bracket here. All right. Okay, never mind. I put the integer temperature sensor here. Well, yeah. Two things. This one has this small piece inside that you can read the temperature. And it's a map sensor at the same time. That's why it has a 4 pins after all. Never mind, never mind. Yeah, it is what it is. So, like I said, intake manifold, fuel rail with the fuel injectors, done. The wiring from the fuel rail here, alright. Yeah, the bracket, it has to come here, this from the other engine, because it didn't have the bracket here. Oh, come on, go inside. There. Okay. It's been secured the wiring harness here. Let's see also the wiring harness. Let's see also the wiring harness here. This is the boost solenoid. Alright. The ignition coils. Here I put one fire protection piece for the wiring. Ground, it's here. The solenoid for the cam adjuster plugged in. The solenoid, the quantity control valve for the high pressure pump, it's been plugged in. Fine. One here, one here. This is a coolant temperature sensor, it's plugged in. Here it's been secured. Alright. And then this plug, it was like that with a cable tied. Don't ask me why, I don't even know. It's been blocked. This most probably it didn't have an EGR. Never mind, it was like that, I'm gonna keep it like that. Alright, then down here, this one, this plug, it's the crank position sensor here. This is one knock sensor, and this up here, it's the other knock sensor, and this is oil pressure sensor. It's been plugged in. The fuel injectors, like I said, these are two things here. This is the fuel pressure sensor here, and it's also the cam position sensor here. Right? Right. Now what I have to go outside now. I cannot continue on this engine. Most probably gonna stop the video. But before I stop the video, where I put EGT sensors here. Fine. Turbocharger, the clamp for the turbocharger, and I have oil feed, oil return, coolant, and coolant. The other one, this, I have no clue why I bring it here. It belongs to the customer. I brought it here. These are the spacers, sorry, for the fuel rail. One fuel injector that took it out before. I need to clean the fuel rail. I need to make sure that everything is gonna be fine. The map sensor, I think they brought me a bigger map sensor. I have also the, yeah, I remember it. When I opened this fitting, it didn't have any washer. This fitting before, it was here at the intake manifold. Alright, and there is no any washer. That's how it was. That's one thing. I have to put a washer, so I'm not gonna keep it metal to metal like that to seal properly. Then we have this one. This is from the oil dipstick tube from the other engine, from the CDL. That most probably they try to glue it here or something. The BWA, it's nice and healthy, and I changed also the O-ring. Finish with that. This goes here. Then we have this tube here for the oil dipstick that somebody cut it here and removed the sleeve that has inside. So what I did, I put the one from the BWA. It doesn't have any problem. It's been secured properly. Everybody happy. After all, this goes back to the customer. Finish also with that. This goes out. This going out. And then I have to ask the office to give me the other map sensor. What I don't know. This is for the throttle. This is for the map sensor here up, and this is for the integer temperature sensor. Nice, lovely. Then, what I don't know these two plugs where they go, to be honest. I don't remember. I might check at the computer. Alright. It might make sense when the guy is still gonna put the rest. Regarding the coolant hoses, regarding the coolant hoses when I will gonna receive the new ones. When it comes the time when I'm gonna receive, like I said, the new hoses, keep it there, support it there. Then I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna deal with the hoses. Alright, fine, fair enough. SP, the bolts I have already secured here, I already put cable tight here. We are looking good, we are looking good. Right. Then, why I haven't put the alternator? I haven't put the alternator because I don't have the voltage regulator. I don't want to F myself up, struggling there. First I'm gonna put the voltage regulator, then I'm gonna put in place. Lovely. Then I'm gonna put the throttle, and so on. One of the reasons that I didn't put also the throttle, I wanna see, just in case, I don't think so. Where's the wiring for the low pressure injectors? Is it on the car? They have it outside the guys? Because I don't have... So many questions I have. So many questions. I'm still waiting also the cap here. I just put this one to don't contaminate the engine. That's why I didn't put the cover. And then I want to find out why they had the two bolts on the plastic cover and it was pulling or was touching it. If you watch the previous video, you'll understand what I'm saying. That's it pretty much. On Monday, the rest. On Monday, I'm gonna start the camera again. I hope that I'm gonna have the voltage regulator to finish with the alternator. I'm gonna finish also the turbocharger. The turbocharger I'm gonna connect everything, but the main clamp, this one, I'm not gonna torque it for final because I wanna see the down pipe that is gonna be nice. Before I put the turbo, I have to put the EGT sensors to route the cables because with the turbocharger it's gonna be a headache. Lovely. Alright, fine. Need some small things to be done, but it's not gonna happen today because I need to go outside. Alright, that's it for now. Anything else? I might forget something. I'll gonna say that to the next video if I forget something now. Thank you. Have a nice weekend.